What's up, everyone? This is Grant Hasley, Executive Director of Wagyu Games, the makers of Undead Blocks. We are going to be doing an Undead Blocks AMA today, talking about post-launch. I know you guys have a lot of questions. We launched our daily earnings protocol on Tuesday. We've had a little bit of a hiccup in terms of an earnings glitch. We're going to get into everything in just a couple minutes. I'm just going to wait 60 seconds to get the room filled up, and then we will get started. AG, how's my audio?
Sound good, my friend?
I sound good, but you sound low. I'm just trying to figure out what I've got going on. Just give me 1 second, guys.
Sound a little low. Wonder if he's talking about my baritone. Probably not.
Whatever. We'll figure it out. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Today is Friday, March 3rd, 12 p.m. We're recording this live on Zombie News Network on the Discord channel. It's also being recorded live on Zombie News Network on Twitch. So if you're watching there, thanks for hanging. If you want to hop into Discord and ask a question or just have any of your questions, comments answered or addressed, hop into our Discord. That's where I'm going to be reading most of the questions as well as bringing up members of the audience today. Super excited to put this on for you guys. It's been a very hectic and a very busy week for us at Wagyu. Obviously, I'm sure you guys know what's been going on. So we launched our daily earnings protocol on Tuesday. I think on Tuesday, everyone was having an absolute blast. So many people were earning a lot of green Z-Bucks. There was so much action happening in the Discord. It was incredible to see so many new faces of people that I've never interacted with, never met. You know, when you're in a Discord every single day, you have your regulars come by, you have a couple new people a day come in, but there was just so many people flocking in. Hey, how can I earn? How can I earn? And that's great to see. I think one thing that's really shown us as an entity, as a group, is play to earn is not dead. I think that the world wants this, the world needs this. In the last 2 days of gameplay, we've only had the game live for about 8 hours due to maintenance. Obviously, we're fixing our algos, but we had over 6,800 people in 2 days actually log one session of Undead Blocks. So there were a lot of people coming into Discord, a lot of people on our socials, a lot of traction. And there were also a lot of people that just downloaded the game and played for free. We do have over 75,000 Wagyu accounts as of, I would say, February 1st is the last time I pulled that. I will pull that updated info. We're going to put some new metrics out for you guys. But one thing I want you to know is there were a lot of people that were watching and a lot of people that have eyes on Undead Blocks that have just been lurking and waiting. And we're getting a lot of good feedback in terms of the earnings mechanism. Now, as you know, we did have a bug where if you were playing up until round 20 or the later rounds, it would not flag any of your progress. So happy to share that we believe we have identified the issue and we will be going live with another version this afternoon. It was tentatively scheduled to go live at 1 p.m. We're now looking at a 3 p.m. arrival time. I feel like this is baseball where you're in a rain delay and you're just waiting for the tarp to get pulled off and the mound to dry. But we're looking at a 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time launch for daily earnings once again. And we will put that out on our socials as well, letting people know that we're going live roughly around 3 o'clock. We're just having our beta testers do some final testing, but we believe that we've addressed that error. That was the biggest bug, I think, from most people, is they were grinding for hours at a time just to know, okay, at the end it wasn't saving your progress. Obviously, that's a huge pain point. And one thing I really want to emphasize and let you guys know is, look, we are a startup here. Like, we're not Activision, we're not Epic, we're not Treyarch, for all of the best reasons, right? But with this, we do have to iron out these bugs. You've waited, if you minted in May, you've waited almost a year now for us, or sorry, March, 12 months for this game, and we have been testing things, different tweaking mechanisms that we can pull and levers we can pull. But there are a couple narratives I want to address. And the first thing is a lot of people have been doing their quote unquote ROI analysis, trying to figure out, okay, how much can I make playing Undead Blocks? And the first thing I will say is, whatever you thought that you were going to make from Undead Blocks in the last 8 hours of gameplay, I want you to scrap that. We have been tweaking the algorithms, and this is by design. When we originally launched the earnings protocol, we wanted to make sure that when there were, 5,000 people in the world playing this game, that one, no one can hack, no one can add gold, or no one can add green. One thing that we've noticed is that's great. Now we're really to turn on some of these generators. We were just issuing way too many green Z-Bucks on day one. I think you would all agree. And so we overcorrected. On day two, we were like, okay, now we're going to reel back the green. And people said this isn't enough. So what you guys are going to see on this next launch is there will be more green and there will be more gold that are up for grabs. Now, it's not going to be a drastic amount in terms of the gold. I think there were some people that were grinding. They got to wave 10, 15, 20, and they earned 0.5 or 5 or 10 gold Z-Bucks. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. Now, there will be people that are pulling $10 boxes. There will be at least one person a day that's pulling a $100 box. And this is by design. We want to start and scale up. One thing I will say is the earnings are never going to get lower than what you guys have been seeing in the quote-unquote 8 hours of live gameplay. I just want you to be patient with us and make sure that we get it right. We've received an immense amount of feedback, and we've been trying to write as much of it down as we can in terms of, okay, how many Z-Boxes should there be? What other features do you guys want? One of the big features that you guys have been asking for is the chime when you drop a Z-Box to let you know, hey, there is one. Like, if you're on the run and it's behind you and you don't know and you don't pick it up, like that's a problem. And so that's one feedback. Now, I just can't go implement something like that tomorrow and say, boom, here's your chime. Like, it's going to take us a little bit of time to put this stuff in. And myself and Carson, who we all have to thank him for his literally working nonstop, not sleeping, to help identify these issues, is once we nail this earnings mechanic and everything is tracking and people are able to earn their gold and green Z-Bucks, then that gives us time to go back and make the game more fun. I think we all would agree that the game needs to get a little bit more fun. A lot of people have given us feedback that there's no point in going from wave 20 to 21 because you're just going to get one Z-Box around and then you wait around to the next round. And while that is necessarily true, I want you guys to know that the more waves you survive, the more likely you are to drop a higher end Z-Box, like a $10 box or a $100 Z-Box. So definitely keep playing. We want people to throw all that spaghetti at the wall. I know I use this phrase a ton, and you can hit that on your bingo card, but this is just day two of what we believe is going to be a years-long initiative of this mechanic. I think what the biggest piece of feedback that I thought was positive was when people were earning those huge amounts of green Z-Bucks and people were grinding for them. People were having a blast. I think we can all admit that it was an absolutely awesome thing to see. Now, we don't want to dilute the supply of the green Z-Bucks so it's worth nothing. I think it's always going to be an issue, right? But one thing I will say is, look, it's very, very, very early days. This is where we're in the trenches every single day, getting your feedback and improving. Now, there are other things that are going to be on the go. Like, we have the blood boxes we haven't implemented. There's going to be map changes. We've received feedback that the map is too big right now and you can just run around, survive forever. I agree. That's true. And so we are going to be doing things to potentially put the map into sections where it is harder to really just keep running away, try to force you in some of these houses where you're left with more decisions to make. There will be more Z-Boxes dropping eventually. Right now, it is going to be one per round. That's how it's coded in. It's going to take us a couple weeks to make tweaks where we can add more Z-Boxes. Now, there's different levers we can pull in the meantime. So I definitely want to stress patience. This game is going to be so much fun for a lot of people. This is why we have branded this as a soft launch, and we are working on a lot of different things. So that is in terms of the optimization and the fixes. We're going to go into a lot more details because we're going to have a lot more updates for you. And we're also going to post a Medium article. It should come out this weekend with this will be like its own progress report, as well as some of the updates we're going to make. So I will pause there. I'll turn it over to KG just for any initial thoughts, comments, and feedback.
Well, yeah, everything you say is correct. Zomboss, hats off to the guy, aka Carson. I know he doesn't like that his real name being said, but I was on there testing that the newest build and trying to fix those bugs from 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. last night. I was helping out as I usually do, and I think we've got it pretty much solved. There's a few other bugs. We're always going to find bugs. That's just when you have 10, 15, 20 people testing it, you miss some things, and once you get 2,000 all playing at once, people say, hey, look, you missed this, you missed that. That's what we want. We want this feedback, to help improve the game constantly. It's not like, here it is, it's launched, there's nothing else that's going to be fixed. It's not coming out on the CD. It's not a download like the Xbox, game. It's constantly going to be improving, constantly be making it more fun, adding things left and right. But you guys got to be patient, like you said. It's really a work in progress. But hey, where else are you actually learning something right now? It's still amazing that we got this soft launch already out.
Yeah, I think a little bit of it comes down to we had to push the game back multiple times. And so we were sprinting to the 28th for this soft launch to get the earnings out. And now that we've done that, we're putting our product out there, and we've got thousands of people playing, talking about it. And they say, yeah, this could be enhanced. I want people to keep sending us feedback of how you think the game could be improved. If you're thinking about it, it means you're in the Discord, you are a consumer of our product, and we want to listen to you. There are some other ideas that have been thrown around that we're going to implement, as we've previously stated. We just need more time. For example, leaderboards, wave leaderboards, doing bounties for stuff. Like, if you survive the most amount of waves for a week, you get something, or if you survive for a month. And we want to structure all of that so it's fun and we keep people playing. There's so many different things that we have to implement. We have tournaments coming live. We have the daily earnings protocol. We're going to have the Blue Mint tournament, the IMX tournament series. So everyone wants everything today. And what we can't give you is everything today. But what we can give you is our best every single day. And we can continue improving and iterating, because this game we will be around for years. This style of game is not new to anyone. Now, the earning mechanism is new for people. And to that point, we have made great strides on the lending protocol. So I'll shift to the lending protocol. We're anticipating getting that online early next week. That's going to be great for people that want to rent out their weapons to earn the green and the gold Z-Bucks, especially if you have more than one pack. You're going to be able to go to Blue Mint, and there was some conversation this morning about, is Blue Mint actually gasless? And so the easiest answer I have for you guys is, if you have multiple packs, you play with one, you rent out the other one, if you set the price on your listing to 0 ETH, it's gasless. If you charge ETH a day, whether it's 0.01, whatever, which I wouldn't recommend doing right now, given the fact that the earnings are low, you're going to have to pay gas, because you're interacting with the Ethereum blockchain. Now, if you put your price at 0 ETH and you just say, okay, I want to split it 50-50, 70-30, 90-10, whatever you split, it's just going to interact with our backend, and it's just going to credit those gold and green Z-Bucks accordingly. So our protocol is gasless. Now, if you want to add additional features to your rental, eventually you will have to pay gas, because you're interacting with Ethereum blockchain. But how we wanted to structure this and design this, where you just rent it out for free and you earn a split of the earnings that is completely gasless. It's not something you have to pay gas for. I wanted to make that very clear for people, because there was a lot of discussion about it. And I want you guys to hear these things from us. Like, I feel like a lot of people are on edge. They're very nervous about, they start hearing these things, and I want to steady the ship here, and I want to say, listen, we are in day 2 of a decade of this. We are doing things sustainably. We are doing things organically. We're generating revenue. People have been buying loot coffins with their gold Z-Bucks. We've had even a couple people so far swap ETH in for gold Z-Bucks to be able to buy those loot coffins. So this is the testing and earning phase. I really like to brand this now as earn as we build. Like, you guys are going to have the ability to earn as we build. We put in more of those features, VIP duos, VIP squads, free-to-play squads. more tournaments, more leaderboards, save your progress, more challenges. You guys will notice none of this is in there. This is to test the earnings protocol, and it really is for you guys to start earning if you so choose. But if you're only here just to earn and not play the game at all, I think it's going to be a disappointment at this current time. Look, we have to scale, we have to generate revenue. I mean, yeah, I gave this one example earlier. I mean, if we get to 6,000 weapons, right, and we do $10,000 a day, that's $1.50 a day divided by 24 hours. It is going to be pennies and cents for now, right? Like that is, and the pool is less than that. So we just have to be very cognizant of those expectations, and we have to grow and scale together. And the game has to get better. We agree, and we have many different ways to tweak it and make it more fun. What we're most excited about is that initial rush of people that did come, and they came to play the game, to play and earn. And our game, our economy, really is play to own meets play to earn, because now you can play, you can grind for those green to get loot coffins. You might pull a weapon pack, and then you can use that weapon pack to earn the VIP solo. That's like the wheel, I guess, of how the ecosystem is going to work. And I'm just really excited about the future of the algorithm. It's going to tweak. We're going to add more Z boxes. I think that's a big pain point for people. We've our Mac users haven't even been able to get in yet. So that is also scheduled to go live this afternoon as well. So I'll pause there. Definitely want to take your guys' questions. But in terms of how we're feeling, what the pulse of the community is, I think a lot of people are on edge. I want to be here to calm and alleviate those concerns and say, listen, our earnings protocol hasn't even been live for 24 hours. It's been live for 4 hours and 4 hours. I know you guys have waited almost a year for this game. I know everyone's super excited. We are too. Like, it's been a lot of late nights this week trying to get this right, and I believe we will get it right this afternoon. And we're just excited to get things back online and get you guys out there slaying again and having a good time.
Yeah, without a doubt. It's baby steps. It's not something that's going to be polished right from the beginning. So we just have to, you guys, a little patience. We appreciate it, and work with us. I mean, you guys are helping us build this. It's not, that here it is. I mean, we take all that feedback seriously. If anybody's been around for any amount of time, Grant was constantly there in the Discord. Where else do you find that? You talk to the actual, CEO of the game for the last year. It's not just that he's popping on now that we're live. I mean, keep giving us feedback. It's, we're going to build this slowly and make sure it's done right. And, before you know it, we'll be loving every minute of it.
So with that, and KG, I do appreciate it. I know KG's also been one of our key testers that have been trying to replicate some of these issues, even getting past level 20 to find out, okay, why why are they not logging their earnings? Like, takes you a long time to get to level 20 right now. So I think we have the issue identified. A couple people asking, like, why is this happening? I'm not going to go into that. I don't want people to look for ways to manipulate and break the system. What we want people to know is the system is working, and it wasn't flagging for everyone. Like, I would say 60% of people weren't getting the error, 40% were, and most of it was happening after level 20. So, but yeah, we're excited to get things back on live this afternoon. With that, I'm just going to start going down the questions tab in Discord. That is where I'm going to be looking most. I see there are people also putting stuff in the chat here in the Zombie News Network. I'll get to that as well. But yeah, let me just start with the first question. Bingle says, if there's a level system, will there be a level system? The answer is yes. There will be a level system. You're going to be able to level up your weapons. You're going to be able to prestige. And so we just need more time implementing those. So we have stated that there's going to be a full upgrades chart available, but by the end of the month, we're not posting additional weapon prices just yet. But in terms of upgrading your weapons, we will have that in March. We'd like to have the adding weapons to your pack as well by that point. So I just don't want to overpromise right now, but it is coming. We are building those features. Matrix says, is there going to be tutorial videos to where standard Z-Bucks and gold Z-Bucks can be used in crypto, and about Undead token? What are the use cases? So standard Z-Bucks can be used to swap for loot coffins or used to upgrade. The gold Z-Bucks can be used to upgrade, buy loot coffins, or the ability to swap out for crypto. And we should just record a video on that. Like we do speak a lot about it verbally, but I do know people like videos. In terms of the Undead token, we are revamping the white paper. A lot of the tokenomics are changing in terms of what we're doing with tokens. Right now, we're not selling any tokens. Our VCs aren't selling any tokens. We're not using the tokens in the kill to earn fund. That's just not happening. So we are undergoing a revamp. And so we do ask for your patience while we update that white paper. Is there a way you could disable earnings without putting the whole game in maintenance? Good question. Right now, earnings is our main priority. Eventually, what we're going to have is a launcher that only updates the update files instead of just the whole game. We are still building that out as well. Let's see. When can we expect Cyber Crew? This is from Osiris. When can we expect to see Cyber Crew assets integrated in gameplay? Let's fix the gameplay first before we start talking about additional assets. I don't want to jump the gun on that. We do have our internal house team creating more skins, more artwork, but let's just focus on getting the game right first before we talk about further integrations. Raven says, can we buy NFT for VIP mode with standard Z-Bucks? So you can swap your standard Z-Bucks for a loot coffin. That loot coffin, very unlikely, but could happen, might have a weapon NFT in it. So that's the path for free-to-play players to potentially come in and become VIP. It's going to be extremely rare cases. We're going to be very, like, the odds of earning a VIP pack are very, very, very low if you're just buying loot coffin with standard Z-Bucks. Let's see. Doug says, is there any reason for people right now to grind past level 100? The more waves you survive, the higher probability you will have to unlock a high-end gold Z-Box. That would be the biggest priority, but I think there will be more priority once we do unleash the leaderboards where people can see who's on the leaderboard for a given day or a month or a year. I think that will, people like to compete, so definitely going to be more incentive there. Let's see. Just continuing down. People are having a conversation back and forth with questions. What Gosden asks, what happened with the earnings and why wasn't this picked up in testing? I'll be completely honest. I think it's because this isn't something that happens to everyone. This is a very unique situation when you get past level 20, but the people that it happened to, they're very vocal about it. It wasn't happening to everyone. And we just need more community members testing. Like, we don't want to open up all the testing group to the community members. It's tough to tell sometimes when people are anonymous if people are trying to get in the back end and figure out how things work. So we're keeping it to trusted individuals. I think that's really just like what we're doing is crowdsourcing upgrades in real time. That's how it worked in the beta stage. That's really right now the ethos of the org is our community helps us identify errors and we fix them. We just have to. That's why we're the first game that has actually delivered in terms of play to earn within a video game. That's just not like a Web 2, mobile browser-based version game. I think that's why we are ahead. Let's see. How often will Undead Blocks look at the algorithm? How long will downtime be to take the action? I would say we're going to look at it daily. This is going to be something we look at daily. Now, we're not going to make changes daily, but we're going to look at every single day. How many people are earning? What's being pulled out? What's being withdrawn? What's being burned? Like, this is what we do every day. So we're going to look at it every day. In terms of downtime, right now the downtime is because we're fixing the bugs. We're getting Mac online and the bug of the earnings being flagged. Like, if we want to make algorithm changes, we could pull maintenance and it would take a couple hours instead of days. So, but we will be looking at it every day. TEC Emperor says, how can you justify paying money for an NFT and earning 10 cents an hour? Well, the reason why we're justifying this is earnings are random. Like, this is not just come in and collect your 10 cents and be on your way. You could be that person that earns $100 E-Box. And then if you paid $100 for an amateur pack, you just got your money back. Like, if you have a zombie killer pack, you're probably surviving more waves. You're going to be much more likely to pull a $10 E-Box or a $100 E-Box. And over time, as we run this game for years instead of 1 month, it's going to add up and scale up. I mean, the math exercise I gave you guys, we raised $2.4 million from our community. right, in an NFT sale. So let's assume it didn't cost us any money to build the game. Let's just say it's nothing, which obviously it's not. It costs us tens and thousands of dollars to build every month. But let's just assume $2.4 million were raised in NFT sale. Okay. Now, if we wanted to give that away just in year one, which we're pledging more than that in year one based off our white paper. Let's say it's $10,000 a day. Again, 365 days. That's $3.65 million. Well, we raised $2.4 million. Okay. So I want people to curtail their expectations here. Like we said, people aren't going to make millionaires. You're not going to make a full-time living right now playing Undead Blocks. Eventually, we want you to get there. If we can launch mobile and mobile goes crazy and people are coming in and spending a lot of money in the ecosystem, that's how we're going to get players in. We got to get people to come in, play for fun. That's why people that come in and discourage people from buying loot coffins, like those messages get banned. We want people to invest in the ecosystem, but it's just a straight math equation at this point. Now we have the Undead token, right? We do not want to unload the Undead token to pay for people to earn. That's what Axie did. Axie went to zero. I think this is kind of a splash of cold water in the face of some people where they don't understand that this is what we have to work with in a bear market. Crypto died. Like crypto was slain, and now we're trying to bring things back. I mean, there's nowhere you can earn right now, let alone earnings that are fully collateralized. And so that's where I do just preach and justify patience. We want to get this online. We want the algorithm to work, and we're going to start increasing the earnings. We have the Immutable X grant. We have royalties that we're earning on our collections. You know what also hurt us was OpenSea taking away creator earnings. You know, now most people, I would say 95% of listings on OpenSea are 0.5% creator earning. We set this up for 5%. So when we do 100 ETH in trading volume, instead of getting 5 ETH, now we're getting half an ETH. Like that's going to impact our ecosystem. It sucks, but that is what's happening. When people say, wow, Blur is changing the game in Web3. No, Blur's fucking us completely. Like they're OpenSea taking away our creator earnings impacts the model. And so we have to get creative. We have to find more ways to make the game fun for people to come in for free. Like it's changing every single month within Web3. But here's why I would be so excited. We have, one, a fun game that thousands of people want to play. Two, we're partnered with probably the largest, if not the second largest Web3 tech stack with Immutable X, who is going to continue pushing us. We're getting more paid content. I'm probably going to go live on TV next week. We didn't think it makes sense for us to do the CoinDesk ad right now with the game being down, but we're gonna be on CoinDesk soon. So again, I just want to preach patience. The earnings that you guys saw for those 8 hours are probably going to be the lowest you're ever going to see. I can tell you that for a fact. Let's continue on. I guess that's a good place to pause there, KG. Any feedback from any of those questions?
No, I mean, it has to be, expectations is what it comes down to. We have to start slow and as you mentioned, the earnings are, people expected to make $5-10 a day, and that's possible. It's just going to be harder than you think at the beginning. We'll get there, but you got to take the baby steps. Like I said, it's going to take some time to help build this out. We're constantly looking at the analytics in the background and say, okay, it's not giving out as much as we want, so let's up it a little bit and tweak it here, tweak it there. That's what it's all about when you're building the game. And like you said, you also have to navigate all the changes in the industry. I mean, Web3 is changing by every minute. Something is getting changed, and you have to kind of change along with it on the fly. And it's a little harder than you think it is when you're managing and juggling all these things at once. But I've seen you do it quite well, and I believe in the team, and the team is working overtime with hardly any sleep to make sure that this game is going to be successful. And I think you're doing a great job, and a lot of people in the community agree with it.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. Even with getting the token listed on more exchanges, now the SEC is attacking U.S. crypto companies. Well, we're based in the United States. Like, we're not really getting dealt a lot of good cards right now, but we're grinding, and we are going to change the way that people think about video gaming. I love this model. I think that this is the way forward. This is where we can really be sustainable for years on end. Oppressed says, why are you building an in-game marketplace when you are partnered with IMX, GameStop, and Aqua? It seems like the team needs to focus on building the core game experience rather than building out the marketplace. It's a good question, but we're not actually building the marketplace. Aqua's building the marketplace for us. That is why
I preached earlier, this is why we're using Bloomint for our rentals, because we need all of our developers developing the game. We can't have them building a rental portal. I'll outsource it, pay the 5%, and let our developers do what they do best, which is build the game. So it's fun. Same with the marketplace. They're not building the in-game marketplace. Aqua is building the in-game marketplace. Aqua is paying people to build the marketplace. And when it's live, Aqua is going to take a cut of the transactions that happen in the game. But I think an in-game marketplace is important because that's what every large web or web 2 video game has, an in-game place where you can buy stuff. You shouldn't have to go to OpenSea.io, who just absolutely fucked us with their content creator strategy, or taking away the royalties. Like, we shouldn't have to rely on these people. We have to build these things in-house, and we have to build the franchise from within instead of relying on outside help. But for the in-game marketplace, that's Aqua's building it. I'm not paying our developers to do that. I'm paying them to fix the game. Okay, let's just continue on. And guys, I love all these questions, okay? It helps us think outside the box. It really, I want to hear from you. I want you guys to be as honest. This is a safe space. Give us all of your feedback. Throw it at me. I love it. It helps us get better, and this is what's going to make us the top Web3 game on the planet for years to come. Have you considered adding a bug bounty program? We're sensitive to it. We don't want people to come into the ecosystem and try to find ways to really break and hack. But I do agree, this once this big bug is cleaned up, I think everyone's going to feel a lot better where their earnings are being tracked every single day. CalRail says, when next tournament? It's going to be end of March when scholarships, they are going to be, I would say, Monday or Tuesday. Again, I don't want to commit to specific dates and times, but we're looking close in terms of the rental portal. Why isn't there one box around? There will be one box around going forward. We want more than that. I would like you to, if you get to wave 50, have like 25 boxes at some point. But we're not there yet. It's going to take a little bit of more revamp from the algo and the actual code to be able to get to that point. When can we upgrade our weapons? We're going to have a full announcement on that at the end of the month. What's the cost to upgrade? That's TBD. Bingle says, I already asked Bingle's question. Ronaldo says, what's the future for Undead Blocks? Well, it's adding blood boxes, it's maps, it's map changes, it's making the zombie AI better, it's mobile, it's more tournaments, and more ways to have fun. That's probably a good 7 ways to sum it up. LaRegular says, if we rent packs, our standard Z-Bucks for the scholar or for the owner? It's the split. You'll get the split of the gold and the green Z-Bucks. Bingle says, is there a time in the game for how many hours you've played? We're looking to add that as well. We're going to add more stuff to the UI. Hours played, leaderboards, getting friend requests online. Like, we've got a lot in terms of the UI. Let's just get the earnings protocol implemented, and then we'll be able to add most of that stuff. One more question from Bingle. Oh, here, yeah, I just answered that one. Let's see. Can I play with my friend in duos who doesn't have a pack and I have it? Can I earn? Right now, the gold Z-Bucks is only VIP solo. In duos, you guys can play with each other, and you guys can both earn standard Z-Bucks. D-Game says, are we still working on mobile? Absolutely. No changes. No pivots off of mobile. I've just posted footage last month. Swizza says, will there be rewards for making it to the top of the leaderboard? Yes, we are going to have like a bounty system where if you're the top XYZ, you're gonna get loot coffins, you're gonna get other things. We're gonna get creative with it. D-Game says, is there a good anti-cheat? Yeah, no one's been able to hack our system yet. The only thing is they've just been able to hack the game. Like, there was a bug where you can get unlimited ammo. There was a bug where you get a free F1 if you have a veteran pack. Like, there's a bunch of different things that we just have to clean up. But in terms of the actual earnings, no one's been able to hack it, which is really great for us. Raven says, are you going to add 4v4 PvP? We won't add 4v4 PvP, but we will add squads, which will be 4 people.
If anybody wants to come up stage, raise your hand. We'll bring you up here and you can ask Grant anything you want.
IMJ says, why not move your NFTs off of OpenSea and move to the GameStop Marketplace? Creator royalties are protected there. Well, one, GameStop Marketplace doesn't want us to offer any play-to-earn assets on their ecosystem. And two, GameStop, we've kind of got the cold shoulder from GameStop lately, just because we are advertising that we are earning. That's the price we pay for being a play-to-earn game.
Got a few hands if you want to bring someone up.
Yeah, KG, if you just want to bring them up for me.
Sure thing. We'll bring up Oxide first. He's raised his hand a few times.
Hey, so sorry for the bad audio. I'm in a bus right now, but I love your game. I just wanted to ask for the NFT upgrading. Is it going to be normal Z-Bucks or is it going to be gold Z-Bucks to upgrade them?
It's gonna be a split. You're gonna have to use some gold, some green. Now, as you continue to upgrade, it will eventually become more green, less gold, but it's going to be a split of both.
Okay, thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to bring up Cold Bum. He's got a cold bum. Here he is. You've been invited to speak, my friend.
Yeah. Hello.
How's it going?
Hey.
I wanted to ask, after maintenance, will we still be able to earn after each match?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Every single day that it's live, you'll be able to earn.
Is there a rough amount we'd earn, or is it mattered on rounds?
It's going to vary based off of how many waves you survive. The more waves you survive, the more likely you have to drop one of the higher end boxes, like a $10 box, $5 box, $100 box. But
And
every time you hit that Z box, you're going to get a different earning amount, and it will log.
oh, okay. Also, say I have the standard pack, can I only use the pistol?
If you have the amateur pack, yeah, you can only use the pistol in VIP solo, in the mode with the gold, which is what we're talking about in terms of earning.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for having me.
Thanks for the questions. Thanks for hanging.
Okay.
Anyone else? Those are the two we've got so far. Apparently not. I guess we'll go back to the questions.
Yeah, we'll keep firing away in here. And I love how active the questions chat has become. But please, 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 please keep them to questions so I can track and go down. It's just easier. If you guys have like other comments, just put them in general chat or the Zombie News Network chat, either one. But I'm just using questions right now to just get through as many as I can. I got bumped on one from Amory. Have you considered reporting earnings at the end of every round? So they will log in the system after the game, but not every round. Now, one other piece of feedback that we've gotten is people want to see how much they've earned in a match. So I believe we are going to implement that UI. It's going to take a minute, but we would like to have it so you know how much you've earned in real time in the match. I think that's obviously important.
So hello, first, I was about to asking a question. Can I, when I play free-to-play mode, can I use any weapon that is in free-to-play mode, or I need to buy a package?
You can use anything in free-to-play for fun and earn the green for fun.
And still green the packs?
Yes.
I heard. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for coming up. All right, I'm going back to the questions chat. Let me just get back to where I was. What are the average earnings for a scholar who spends at least 8 hours a day? Again, that's probably the most asked question. We've only have 8 hours of gameplay, so I can't give you a scenario because we've only had 8 actual hours on 2 algorithms that we've now tweaked and will be different. But what I will say is, look, we want to give away $3 million in 12 months. And if that's $3 million for right now, we have 3,000 people. You can do the math and find out what it would be potentially per hour on average. Now that's average. So that doesn't include your skill level. That doesn't include the pack you have. So it's almost impossible for me to come and answer that question. I know that's everyone's question, right? My feedback would be just enjoy the game, try it out, see what you like. Maybe you're that really lucky person and you hit that $100 gold Z box today and you'll be hooked for the rest of your life. That's my honest feedback. Any estimation for upgrades and buying? We're end of the month for that. Do drops increase in duos and squads relative to players? So no. If you're playing duos, you should expect to get the same amount of drops as solo, but it's going to be much harder for you to survive longer in solo. So you want to play in duos because you'll survive longer. Where is the Z-Buck coin listed to trade for any token? So there is no Z-Buck. Z-Bucks is off-chain. The on-chain token in our ecosystem is the Undead token, and you can find that on Uniswap and Gate.
I'll bring up Freddy Frogger.
Hey, Freddy.
Hey, Grant, KG. Thanks for hosting this and dealing with all the questions over the past month. I know it's probably crazy. My question is actually more around like gameplay. You know, I'm really interested in this play to earn and play to own kind of system, mostly because I like the idea that maybe this is the game that I can play fighting. You know, I can fight zombies every day after work for the next 5 years. Today I've got an amateur pack, and I guess as far as like trading, upgrading the whole ecosystem, is there like, can I expect that if I play this game regularly, as things start to stabilize and get figured out with the algorithms, that over time I'll be able to work my way up to being able to kind of get access to all the different weapon systems and earning without having to go back on OpenSea and you know, kind of like trade in all my points or something to buy the next gun if I'm just like a pretty regular gamer.
That's a great question, Freddie.
Yeah, go ahead.
The answer is yes. The answer is you will be able to go on that journey from an amateur to a zombie killer pack. You will have to grind, and it will be a tough grind, but it's something that you can start at base 1, and you can grind every day, every night, if you want, a couple hours, and use those standard Z-Bucks and the gold Z-Bucks to add weapons and make them stronger. And then you can also swap some of the green Z-Bucks for loot coffins to put skins on your stuff. So that really is the model, is we want people to have that amateur and give them a path to grind up with upgrades. Our system just isn't built out. Right now, we're focusing on getting the earnings, letting you guys earn a bunch, and then we're going to see how things are trending, and then we're going to release a full upgrades chart, and you can also add weapons. So if you only have a pistol right now, you're going to be able to add the MP5 or the F1 or the RPG. You just can't do it yet, but it will be implemented soon. I'd say within the quarter.
Awesome, thanks.
And then keep in mind, you're also going to be able to use that pack in our future games as well. So we're starting with a zombie shooter. Eventually, we're going to be building a 6v6, where it's PvPvZ, where we're just going to still have the zombies, but you can shoot each other. And everything will be, your progress is going to save and transfer to the next game. There will be more weapons, more maps. That really is the goal. We just need more time. But you hit the nail on the head with what your question was, is we want people to have a pack, come on, hang out every day for a couple hours, make friends in the group, upgrade their stuff, and then you don't have to go outside the ecosystem ever again.
There you go. I got Jay Skills wanting to come back up for another question. I'll invite him up here.
So I have another question. Can I go from free-to-play player to VIP player without paying any money?
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very difficult, but you can if you stick with it long enough. If you play for fun and you get the green, like your approach would have to be, I play for fun, I get the green Z-Bucks, and then you get the coffins, and if you get really lucky, you can get a weapon pack, or you get really lucky and you get a high-end skin that you can sell on a marketplace, and then you can use the money that you got from selling the skin to get a pack. Those are your two options. But you just can't, you're not going to be able to just grind for a VIP pack. You're going to have to get really lucky with the loot coffin model. It's like CSGO. CSGO allows you to get the crates for free, and then they make you buy the keys. We're just not making people buy the keys right now. We're really in growth stage here. We want to get a bunch of players in, get on them, and then eventually upsell them to maybe do some sort of key structure. But now's not the time. Now is the time to get 50,000 people playing this game, grinding for those coffins, and let them get rewarded for being early. So that would be the path.
Also, I have another question. So in the future, can I drop a Goldie Box in free-to-play mode, or it
No,
will be only
not
for
yet.
VIP mode?
Only for VIP.
I mean in the future, not yet.
Well, I mean, if we continue growing and maybe we do a one-off event where we just try to get people to come in play, like if it's fully sponsored, yeah, I don't see why not, but that's not going to happen for a while. What I would say is your next chance to play for free and really earn would be a sponsored tournament. We're going to be doing tournaments every month with Immutable X, and those will be, you can earn those gold Z-Bucks without having an NFT.
Okay, thank you guys. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Got a couple more people. Got a Helium we're going to bring up. How we doing, Helium? You there, my friend? You're on mute. You don't have to unmute yourself.
While that one Helium comes up, Sir Hayes asked, when will the maintenance end? Right now it's tentatively scheduled for 3 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep. Let's see.
So 2 hours and 14 minutes.
I will bring up XD Boyo. You can invite it to speak.
Hello, my friends.
Hey,
I'm from Brazil.
great country.
uh,
KG's wife's from Brazil.
I saw she say hello. Hello, peoples. Let's go.
Is that all you wanted to say? Hello? Well, hey, you did it.
Well, I appreciate you hanging out in this Discord with us. Go play Undead Blocks. I think you'll have fun.
All right.
That could be the funniest interaction we've had on stage in a year and a half.
I don't have questions.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming, my friends. Thanks for being here. I'll bring up Noble Rogue. And then, of course, we got the Goat Master in the wings. We're going to be bringing him up here in a second as well.
Thank you. I got the question about the arms dealer. Do we keep our weapons on Immutable X when we're doing when we're lending them out through the other blue? What was it? Your opponent blue something?
Rogue, you there?
Hey, very low.
Hey, Rogue.
Hi. Hello?
Yeah, we can barely hear you there.
I think Rogue's got some issues.
Okay, so you can hear me now.
I think Rogue's gone rogue.
I'll try again.
Okay, yeah, pop down and then we'll pop you back up. We're going to bring Mr. Goat Master up here. So you guys may all know him. He's one of our greatest streamers.
Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for the intro, KJ, Grant. What's up, guys? So congratulations on the last update. I really like the features that you guys added. The Z boxes, everything is really great. The grenades, everything was great. But I feel like what's lacking is like more difficult matches.
Yeah,
I feel like once you get the hang of it, you can just lure the zombies around and play until like you round 100. And like, are you guys thinking about at some point implementing like better zombie AI or some way to like make every match a bit more challenging?
I think it's necessary. I think you're right. I think the first step is making the map smaller. Right now, the map is too big. If you look at traditional COD Zombies maps, and we've really gone deep in the last couple weeks, having this epiphany, there's just so many different ways to get trapped. There's no ways to get trapped in our game. We also, the ability, the attack is too slow. Like, if they swing once, they don't swing again for 3 seconds. It's going to get better. My message would be for people, let's get the earnings right, make sure the earnings is good, and then once the earnings is right and the algorithms are tweaked and everyone's earning, we're putting all of our resources into making the game more fun. That is my promise to you. It starts by making the map smaller. What you're going to see
is we're going to be gating off sections of the map, and it's going to be harder to get in them. And so you might get, it's going to be a lot easier to get cornered in a house or in an area. So it will become more challenging. The game right now needs to get more challenging. Completely agree. But we're really just focusing on getting the earnings right. That's what people want. I think that's what our NFT holders wanted, and that's what we're delivering right now. But the game has to get harder, and it will.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, but it's already like a huge progress since the last update. I mean, the grenades, everything looks really cool. The randomization where every weapon shows up. So the next step, the next feature that we're going to see is what, the renting through BlueMint.io?
Well, the next step is me getting you those loot coffins that I owe you.
I don't think any of us expected.
So this is
rush.
something that also is important to note, because we just tested out yesterday and finalized the ability for me to credit people with loot coffins. So we're going to turn on the content creator program. So if you guys are hanging out here and you do a lot of streaming, DM us. We'll send you some coffins for streams for people that are making content, showing off the animation, showing off the game. It's something that's important to us. So do stay tuned for that. And I've just been waiting for that to get done before I send Mr. Goat himself the ability to get those coffins out. So it's really cool tech, actually. But in terms of your question, yeah, once we fix these bugs, the earnings back live, people are hanging out, having fun, the next thing will be implementing the portal. It's almost done. I'd say maybe Monday or Tuesday. I don't want to give you guys an official date right now, but we're looking early next week for the rental portal to go live.
Okay. Sounds cool. So keep up the good work.
Thanks, Killa.
Yeah, appreciate Bruno coming on. If anybody doesn't follow him, go to Crypto Herd. The man's always got Grant on there. Seems like monthly, if not every other week. And,
I'm on retainer for Bruno at this point. Like, I get so many different requests for these different pods and stuff, but I'm loyal to Bruno. So I think we're doing a Twitter Spaces next week with Kyle and Bruno. Kyle's his Twitter Space guy, so I think we're gonna get that scheduled. So be on the lookout for that as well.
Yeah, for sure. Let's organize it. Always love to have you guys on board.
We're gonna go back to Noble. We're gonna give Noble Rogue a try.
All right. Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Wonderful, thank you. I appreciate the patience. I have a question about the NFT rentals through Bloomer. Now, I already have my NFTs connected to Immutable X, and they are on the call too. Do I have to move them over to BlueMint to be able to rent them out, or do I keep them in BlueMint and they just...
Great question. So all you're going to have to do is connect your wallet to BlueMint, and then when the portal goes live, it will automatically show your NFTs live. The weapon packs, not the skins. It should show them automatically on the website, and then you'll be able to just click lend.
Okay, so no moving it around or anything that's going to require gas.
Correct. Yeah. And if you are having issues, definitely, reach out to us, put a support ticket in. But that portal will be going live early next week. So, and I'll be completely honest, we haven't really missed much time for people to rent out. We've only had 8 hours gameplay. That's a blessing in disguise, as we want to get that rental portal as fast as we can. So, and if you're having any issues at all, definitely file a support ticket with us. BlueMint's also going to be tracking it hard next week. So, but definitely want you to, and it's going to be really easy. Like, we put a tutorial out there, connect your wallet, and then you can set the split, and then you'll be able to rent them out. And then we're going to just send all of our traffic, our Scholar traffic there. So, yeah, it's going to be very beneficial for us. And one thing that really differentiates what BlueMint's been able to do for us is they're able to do the off-chain functionality. Like, it is gasless. It is really cool. If you set your price to 0 ETH and you just rent out and split, which is how I think everyone's going to do it, it is gasless, which gas is a big pain point for a lot of people that operate a Guild Scholar program. So super excited that has been tried and tested. We're just working on the integration. Add it to the list of 50 things we've got this week. But yes, it should be going live early next week, and we will have a full announcement and a hype video around that too.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the response.
Thanks, Noble.
We've got Helium coming back up.
Listen, this is the most amount of in-person questions we've gotten in a while. I did promise some loot coffins for in-person questions, so KG is putting a check mark next to people that have been coming up. We'll get you guys some of the coffins. It'll just be random based off of who we pick. So definitely appreciate the in-person questions for sure.
All right,
You're up,
we got
Helium.
we fixed this time. We still all right, cool. Looks like it's working. I was just wondering if I rent out my Genesis pack, which is like my weakest pack, unfortunately, and there's a Genesis only tournament. Do we know how it's gonna work? Like, will my scholar have access to the tournament, or would I still have access to the tournament?
The scholar will have access to the tournament.
So I'll have to gank it back. Okay, thank you very
Yeah,
much. That's all I was wondering.
you'll have to gank it back.
All right, thanks.
The cool thing though is I want people that are concerned, and I think the biggest two concerns from our community this week have been, hey, I didn't earn anything in 8 hours, and hey, my earnings weren't tracking. But like, we still have the Genesis tournament, so we have a $10,000 tournament that's coming in April for people that have a Genesis pack. So you should probably try to find someone who's really good at the game for that. I believe it'll be $1,000 first place. So expect those tournaments all the time. Like I said, that's a selling point of being a Genesis holder over the apocalypse is you get access to those tournaments where there's just big money being thrown around for 2,500 people. So, and those are happening all the time. So there is daily earning, but there's also tournament earning. It's not the only way to earn. So, yes, to answer your question, you're going to need to yank it back. I actually don't believe Blue Mint has the ability to yank anything right now. So what I would do is when you know that there's a tournament, just make sure you don't have your rental that's scheduled during the tournament. And definitely try to find someone who's good at the game that's going to want to grind it. That's what they did for Dookie Dash. The person that won the Dookie Dash tournament was ex-Fortnite pro. So if you know anyone, I'm sure there's going to be a couple that are competing for the funds in these Genesis tournaments.
Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Helium. I know that you're in short supply in the world, so appreciate your you taking out this time to answer that question.
Hilarious. I got Oxide coming back up, and then Soccer Fish.
We got lots of
37 after that.
Oxide. We don't have as much Helium. We got plenty of Oxide.
Yeah, sorry for the
Sorry, I haven't slept much in the last couple of days, so if I seem off color today, it's yeah.
So sorry for the background noise. I just wanted to ask, what are the requirements to become a creator? Because I do a bit of streaming on the side, but I have not. Any requirements?
We were going to keep the content creator program exclusive. What I realized was that was a really dumb idea. So if you want to be a content creator for us, all you got to do, I don't know if it's we can recirculate that Google form. We did a Google form a couple months ago for content creators program, like an ambassadors program. I'm basically making the executive decision that we need as much content as we can. So if you guys are interested in becoming a content creator and you do streaming, whether your audience is 10 people or 100, we want you to become an ambassador. We'll send you some coffins, open up the coffins on stream, play the game on stream. And if you keep doing it, we'll keep sending you guys cool stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. We need as much help as we can with pushing this game out to socials. Every dollar we can save in marketing is dollars that we can give to you guys in our daily earnings pools. And I think everyone in our community is very aware of that right now.
Yeah, I would definitely love to. So, where are you gonna post the form?
Let me dig up the Google form and I'll post it in announcements.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you, Oxide.
All right, gonna bring up Soccer Fish 37.
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, sorry, Grant. I haven't been around as much, but I'm back. I'm
Bro, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, just had to figure out some personal things and took a break off. So
no, it's all good. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, of course. So when I was playing, I think it was 2 days ago, before maintenance. I was doing. I got a new PC and everything, so I'm able to run, higher quality and everything. But when I would do unlimited FPS and show it, it would max at 60, and then when I would change it to 120, it would stay at 120. So I don't know if that is something that other people have complained about, or you guys have looked into it all. But the unlimited section of FPS was capping at 60.
Okay. I can't say it's an issue that I'm aware of. Maybe our dev side is, but I will relay the word. And yeah, we want as much FPS as we can get, right? Like let me follow up with them. I will add it to the list of things that we need to take a look at, and definitely see if we can get that fixed up ASAP.
Okay, awesome, sweet. I appreciate it. So
Thank you, Mr. Fish.
I'll be around more.
Yeah,
we appreciate that.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.
I'm gonna bring up Skeezy. He is up next. What's up, sir?
Hello.
Skeezy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you both?
Awesome.
Yeah, it was just a question about the streamer thing. So I opened a ticket like a month ago, but then I was told that the streamer like role thing wouldn't be reopened.
Oh, I'm reopening it today.
Okay, all right, thank you. And then is there also going to be like an all-time leaderboard with the monthly, weekly, and daily ones as well?
In terms of the rewards for the streamers?
No, just like a leaderboard for the game.
Like I think what we want to do eventually is weekly, monthly, and yearly. Just to start, we want to add more stuff, right? We want to add as much as we can, but if we can get weekly leaders, monthly leaders, and then all time, I think that's a good start.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you, Skis.
Yeah.
All right, we got J Skills coming back again.
The real MVP during this AMA and dig through the general chat and find that Google form for the streamers, and we can just repost it there. Let's see if anyone wants to be a hero today.
I have a question. When the game is going to be up and online?
2 hours.
2 hours from now?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Get some lunch and get ready to strap in.
Here we go. All right.
And I'll be out here. I'll be here until we answer the last question. So if you guys want to keep this is a really good session. I know we haven't touched the stuff in the general chat or the questions chat. I will get back to that as soon as we get through this backlog of people raising their hands. So keep them coming.
D Games is next. What's up, D Games?
Hello. Yeah. So whenever the earning is gonna be online, is it gonna go down again? Like be in maintenance? Like
I mean,
in
at
2
some
hours?
point, but I
Oh,
can't tell you when. Like there will be maintenance again in the future of Undead Blocks. I can assure you that. But our goal is to let it run now, and now we're aware of the issue. Like the earnings bug, we didn't pull it because the game wasn't fun. Like that stuff gets updated over weeks' time. Like we pulled it and we're pulling it back up because people weren't tracking their earnings. That was the big one. Even the stuff like the free F1, like that's not something we would normally pull it for right away. We were pulling it because people were playing for 2-3 hours and not tracking their stuff. So that's just a terrible experience for everyone. That's why we pulled it. If we can confirm that it's working, which I'm still speaking with our dev side right now on this, everything's looking good in pre-test, then we're going to leave it up and we're going to let it run forever. And then we'll just continue tweaking and making enhancements. But at some point, there will be maintenance again in the future, sure.
okay. I had that only question. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see, we got Oxide coming back for more.
So have you guys identified why the F1 was able to be gotten? Because I think I actually know why. So basically, me and my friends were hopped on while it was live, and basically, whoever had a skin for the gun, basically, even though you didn't have it in your loadout, you could use it. So my friend had a skin for the AKM, and he could use it, even though he didn't have it. I have a skin for the F1, and I could use it without like owning it, basically. So is that the reason why, or is there a different?
That's good feedback. I think that was not the only issue. I definitely was aware of that one. But yeah, I think that
this is learning and painting points. So if you guys do find something and you're like, hey, I found this, we definitely want more people to come forward. So appreciate you coming up with that.
Yeah, no worries. I just wanted to bring it to your attention, just in
Thank
case
you.
it was the case. All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
And by the way, Slayer Wolf found the forum. I posted it in the general chat, and I am posting it here in the chat as well for the Zombie News Network. And let's see, we have Noble Road coming back up.
All right, thanks again. This is a question I'm sure has already been answered, but I'm afraid I've missed the answer each time it had been asked.
It is one of our positions.
And it is about cheating. If you are part of the Scholar program and you are renting out your NFTs and somebody cheats using one of your NFTs.
We're addressing that on a case-by-case basis. I mean, if we find that people are multiple offenders, we're going to have to take action. But right now, no one's cheating. So right now, we haven't had any problems. But at the very worst, the scholar will be banned, not the asset holder. Now, if we find that the asset holders is working and coinciding with known offenders, then we're going to have to take action and work accordingly. But for now, we've been very pleased, actually, with the ability of people just fair play. They're disappointed they haven't been making as much as they want to. Like, no one's been hacking anything, which has been great. Like, our anti-cheat's actually working strong. And I think that's also a reason why some of this stuff was flagging after round 20, was because people thought, like, I think it had to do with our anti-cheat. I don't want to get too much into it, but basically, yeah, we're going to address it on case-by-case basis. If a scholar's found cheating, we're not going to hold the asset holder liable for now. If that specific asset is found multiple times, like more than 3, it's like, okay, this person's clearly doing something here, and then we'll have to address it.
All right, understood. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, got Soccerfish coming back. Got the same people coming back. Anybody else? Feel free to raise your hand. We'll bring you up.
I'm kind of piggybacking off of that last question. Is there going to be some sort of kind of a blacklist where we can look at people that have cheated in the past or something like that, just to look out? Because like
we just have no one on the list yet.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I don't want to be renting cheaters and just not knowing, So. Okay. Cool.
All right. No request. What? Yep. No requests. I guess it's back to the chat.
We did it. We did it. Okay. Let me go back to questions. I'm sure there's a bunch more from when I last left that. Once left that screen. Okay. Give me a second, guys. Someone said, do you think it's too early for normal gamers to like play to earn? No, I don't. I think that we're in the perfect time. I think COD Zombies is struggling. I think no one's really having fun with that game. I think that from our perspective, we have a great game. We just need to make it a little bit more fun. I think the Z-Box mechanic is our bread and butter. I think that's really going to help us hit mainstream adoption. I really do. I thought there was going to be more questions. I'm good. We're finally at the end here of questions. We talked about anti-cheat. I just addressed that one. Let me just keep scrolling. Drops increase in squads and duos. Yes. When is Undead hitting mobile? We're looking at the end of quarter 2 for mobile. Subject to change, but I've played it. I showed the video of me playing on my phone. It's in a good spot. Right now, we're just focusing on the whole earning aspect, making sure that the client is in a good spot. Will someone with a zombie killer have a higher rate of drops compared to a rookie, or is it the zombie killer packs last longer? The zombie killer packs will last longer, assuming equal skill level than a rookie pack. So they're going to have a chance to get those higher end drops.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
Oh, go ahead, KG.
I was just going to say I can attest to that, but just having the ability to get all 4 perks, I mean, from running faster in the higher rounds, the zombies will start chasing you faster and run you down if you don't have the sprint. Having the extra life with the Dr. Helper that you can revive after dying, having Macho Do, which gives you double your hit points so you can take more accidental hits. The reload root beer, which really helps you reload faster as you're trying to kill these guys. So it definitely helps, when you get up in the rounds 30, 40, 50. I'm telling you that. So I just want to kind of confirm that. All right, got some more people to come up.
Let me get through the questions on the questions chat real quick.
Yep.
Oceanzilla says, will Apocalypse Pack holders be able to join some tournaments? No. We want Genesis holders to have the tournaments. Like the goal of the Apocalypse Packs were to just get the rewards from the staking. So Genesis holders felt that they were being slighted, which was true. So we're giving them the tournaments. How to join the giveaway for loot coffins? We're gonna just pick a couple people that came up. We're gonna drop them randomly in your account. So check in a week or so, see if you got a loot coffin or two for coming up. We definitely want to encourage people to ask questions. Roach Killa, my guy, says, when will there be ranks in prestiges? Again, probably more info in a month or so. Let's get through this earning. Let's make sure everything's working smoothly, and then we'll be able to put in more of those features. Skeezy says, coming from a player holds 20 zombie records, I can openly say we're looking for a new game as the new COD won't receive zombies. Yeah, this is a perfect time for us to really explode. Raven says, are you going to add skills for characters? Eventually. Again, we don't want to overwhelm our dev team here. Let's let them cook. Let's let them work. Let's let them get the earnings right. Then let's put in some of this core functionality, make the game more fun, and then we can add those features. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be around for years. Smoking Daily Dope Heads says, which games do you have interoperability with? Right now you can play with an Undead Box Pooley and My Pet Hooligan if you have a Genesis pack. You're also going to be able to play with Undead Blocks characters in Curiverse. We're also integrating some of the Cyber Crew weapons, and we're probably going to do a lot more in the future, but those are the early ones. Soccer Fish says, when will challenges start being active? Daily, weekly, monthly? We're putting a timeline in a month for all this kind of stuff. We're probably going to push a big update in a month or so. Let's get through the earnings, and then probably the month of April when we can really start rolling out some of this stuff. All right, back to in-person questions, and then I think we're going to wrap it up. I did get through as many questions as I could on the questions the questions charger. And one thing that I would like to say is I'm going to be active all day on the Discord once we do launch the earnings again, taking your feedback, observing, listening to you guys. I think that's super important. So let's get through a couple more of these in-person questions, and then we'll call it a.
All right, we got Oxide's already up. You're up, my friend.
All right. So basically, I have two questions. So I just saw in the content creator for thing that there's a question asking if you are a Twitch affiliate. Do we have to be one to become a content creator?
No.
Okay. Well, I have the requirements, but I just haven't activated it. And my second question is basically for the NFT upgrading. Is the basically getting the colas, like the perks? Basically, is it going to work exactly the same like getting a gun?
But those are going to be about 5,000 gold V-Bucks to add.
Oh, okay.
Weapons are going to be what you want to go for. I mean, you can add perks. Really, the perks are the differentiator between the asset classes. So we want to make sure that those high-end asset classes get exclusive access to stuff. You can add it, but it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, of course, I get that. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to go back down. Have a good one.
All right, we got Warhead 96 is next up.
I also forgot we have a bunch of questions in the regular chat in Zombie News Network. I will get through those as well. Some of them are probably, but
Warhead's been invited. He's coming up now. What's happening, Warhead?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man.
How y'all doing? Y'all doing good today?
Doing well. Thanks for having us, Warhead.
Just have a quick question. So I was looking into like the renting and all that. So in order for you to rent, you have to open up a different wallet if you have like more than one weapon pack.
Well, let me pose this question to you. Do you have all your weapons in one wallet?
Yes, that is correct.
Then all you need to do is link that wallet on Blue Mint, and they'll show up, and then you can just click lend.
Oh, okay. So I get it now.
Yeah.
So that's what it meant. I was kind of reading it, but then I didn't understand it, so that's why I want to fully understand. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect.
But I mean, that was the only question I got. Appreciate it. Love your game. Ready to play it.
Appreciate it, Warhead.
Thanks.
All right.
We got Uber Stoic 72 coming up.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up, Uber?
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so just an observation is some guys were talking about the skins that were in the game that they didn't actually own. And what I noticed is in my IMX, I bid on skins, and I believe those same skins are the ones that I can see in game and use right now.
Can you give me an example?
Yeah, so I own an AK pack, and I bid on a lava skin or a toxic skin, and I don't actually own it. I bid on it, and I can actually like select it in game.
Really? That's a
Yeah.
new one. Let me write that down. We'll check on that as well.
Okay.
That's news to me. I'm sure that's news to our dev team as well. I did not realize that you can even bid on IMX. That's cool.
Yeah, yep. I've won a couple bids.
Nice. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, I mean, and this kind of feedback, guys, is what we're looking for. If you have specific examples of stuff that you're seeing, let us know. Shoot it to us.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
It's also available in my Undead Blocks account, and so like when I click on my skins, it says that I own them, but I definitely don't own them.
Could you provide us a screenshot with that?
Yeah,
Just so we can see what you're looking at, and I'd love to pass it on to our dev side.
for sure.
Yeah, if you can put it in the bug reports in the Discord, would be great.
Okay.
And again, our good friend Oxide is back for more.
Hello, you should be hearing me better now. So, is there going to be something like sort of a pack-a-punch, basically, that is going to upgrade our weapons while we're in the game?
Not in game. We don't want to just take that specific mechanic from COD, although it's super cool. Eventually, we'd like to develop our own, but the upgrading will come from you just upgrading your weapons outside of the game, the match.
All right, fair enough, man. Thanks. Keep up the good work, man.
Let me get through these questions in ZNN. I'm just going to go all the way to the top. 1 second. Okay, here we go. We are at, when do we start? 12? Okay. Here we go. One, how much can we expect per hour? To answer that one, it really depends on your skill level, what kind of pack you have, if you're the luckiest person on the planet. Somebody's going to walk away with $100 today when this game goes live in 24-hour period, and that's super cool. You know, a bunch of people are going to make 10. Like the people that only earn pennies just didn't have a great day on Tuesday or Wednesday, and we're hoping they have a better day. So that is the company line, and that's what we stick to. That's the truth. Like as KG can attest, like the more ways you survive, the more chance you have to pull something super cool. Let's see. Just scrolling. When will the standard Z-Bucks loot coffins be available in Wagyu? I would say this is going to go live most likely next week. Stay tuned. When is maintenance going to end? We're looking at a couple hours. Again, that's tentative. Might be a little bit later than that, but this game's going live today. When will Blue Mint be live? We're looking early next week. Let's see. I think that is all of it. And then if you guys want to become a content creator, please fill out that form that we just circulated, the tiny URL form, the Undead Blocks Survivor Streamers Program. We're going to start giving away loot coffins to Wagyu accounts that do stream on our behalf, show off the loot coffin animation, show off the gameplay. We're going to review everyone. We're going to bring as many people as we can. We're going to blow this game up. That's what you guys need. That's what we want. And that's what is really going to help us explode and grow the daily liquidity pools for people earning the gold Z-Bucks. And I think that's really where it starts. So just to really finish up here, I'm just going to provide some final thoughts, just a review on what we're doing. We are pushing back the airdrop for the Genesis packs. They just need more time. Like we're going to focus on clearing up this huge bug of people not earning, people playing all day and not logging. And once that's cleaned up, we did make some tweaks to the algorithm. You should see more earnings from green, more earnings from gold. And just give us some time, give us some patience. We have the Blue Mint portal to look forward to. It's going live next week. We also have lots of gameplay features that are going to be the main focus of our dev team after the earnings launch, which are adding blood boxes, map changes, more weapons, making sure it's more optimized, getting map back online. There's a lot on the go, as you can tell. And so one thing I just want to wrap things up and close up with is have patience. You know, we are putting ourselves out there. I want to make sure that everyone knows this game is our life's mission to bring to you guys. We are very excited about the future of the earnings mechanic. You know, we did peak at over 5,000 players in the last 2 days that have actually logged a session. That's huge. That's without multiplayer earning. That's without mobile. That's really with just all organic marketing from us. And it can only go up from there. And only the earnings pools are going to go up. I said, like, what you guys earned in those 8 hours, that's going to be as low as it will ever possibly go. So we're super excited about the future of this game. I could not be more excited. I appreciate every single one of you that asked the question. Appreciate all your guys' feedback. I read it all. Our team reads it all. We just need more time to implement a bunch of these features, but we're excited. We're ready to lock and load. KG, any final thoughts from you?
Yeah, I just want to echo what you're saying. You know, it's patience. We're real early. This is the very beginning, and we got so much stuff coming in the future. It's just, you could read off the list. It's from rentals to the loot coffin drops to tournaments to challenges to browser version, mobile, battle pass, map updates, new zombie, blood boxes, duos and squads, earnings, re-challenges. It's just, bear with us, guys. It's all coming. This is just the start. We're super early. Don't try not to get too frustrated as we work through some of these bugs. It's going to happen. It's part of video game design. It's just how it works. Coding it can be a fickle bitch. It's just true.
Yes, so we should make a T-shirt that says "Coding can be a fickle bitch" from KG. But listen, I want you guys to know, like, this game's for you guys. Okay, it's not for me. It's not for us. It's for you. We're super excited about the future of Web3 gaming. Even more content creators today. I saw a post and say, "Yeah, games that advertise play to earn are so cringy." Like, no, like Undead Blocks is changing the way that you should think about playing a video game. There's no point for you to just spend your time playing a game for fun when you can play a game like this, earn a little bit of money for your time, grind for some assets, collect, upgrade, buy, sell, and trade eventually. Just need a little bit more time to put some of these features in. Stick with us. It's going to be an absolute blast. We're ready to rock and roll. We're fired up. We've seen so many people come in the Discord this week. Even the people that asked the questions today. I saw some couple regulars, but new people that are getting exposed to this game that want guidance, want help. So if you're in the Discord, help these people out. Show them where to go pick up a Genesis or Apocalypse pack. Direct them to our website. Our website's going to get a total of revamp as well with the new gameplay footage, with new messaging, white papers undergoing maintenance. It's all undergoing maintenance. So yes, and I think that's how a good organization has to work, is pivot and know what works, listen to your community, listen to your consumers, and we're trying to do just that. So I appreciate every one of you guys hopping on today. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope that you guys enjoy playing Undead Blocks this weekend. And if you have any more questions, I'll be hanging around in Discord the rest of the day. And with that, I'm going to close things up. Thank you guys for attending, and we'll see you guys on the other side.
Yep, appreciate it, guys.
Bye, everyone.
All right, guys. And there we go. All right, guys, I didn't have the echo. We are going to shut down for now. I will come back on for the rest of CNN this afternoon when we are live to play it. And we'll be checking in on other people and basically just spending the time in the afternoon playing and earning and trying to get that $100 drop. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to Grant. Good to have you. See you guys in a couple hours.